Hello all, hello. Just getting everything set up for this evening's live stream. Sheffield United take on Hull City. Breaking news prior to the game, Elliot Matazo signing. Fantastic stuff this. So, I'm just trying to get a TikTok live set up as well. I'm doing everything nowadays. So welcome all to the stream. Hope we're all having a good Friday, and hopefully Hull City make that Friday even better. As I say, with the new signing Elliot Matazo, and he's on the bench. I'm going to use a selfie to determine my age. Remove hat. I need to remove my hat. Here we go. It's all new, this. UTT, up the Tigers tab. Welcome to the stream. Another loss incoming. Hopefully not. Got to try and position my face inside the camera, so do bear with me for a second. Just as I try and get... Something went wrong. Oh. Just bear with me 1 second. I need to... try and get some ID or something. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So welcome to the stream. I will be back in 1 second, I promise, everyone. I'll grab me hat. 1 second, I promise. I'm very sorry about this technical difficulty, we'll call it. I'm back. Apologies for, as I say, the technical difficulties. Apologies. I think I might not even be able to get on the old TikTok live, but we will see now. My age is currently under review. They don't believe that I'm old enough, which that's all fun and games, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, it seems that we're just sticking to the YouTube live, I guess, which that's all good and stuff with me. So how are we all doing? Apologies for all of that. Saying 3-0 Sheffield United win. I do hope not. Don't be negative like that. What will you watch online on Sky Sports Friday night kickoff? We're coming up against second in the table. If we get something from this game, then it'll be shocking. I mean, we got something against first in the table, didn't we? So who knows? Brooks versus Crooks. It's going to be a big matchup, that one, isn't it? All right, Mexico rolls. How are we doing? Hopefully you're doing well over in the United States of America. Kickoff not yet. It kicks off at 8 o'clock, so another 13 or so minutes until we kick off. Evening, my Hull City friend. Evening, my Bradford City friend. How are we all doing? Hopefully we're having a good Friday, and hopefully that this game brings many joys in the form of a Hull City win, draw, most likely a loss, but let's let's hope that that doesn't happen. So lineups on the side. I've gone for a little bit more of a compact design of the lineup on the screen. But let's go through the Sheffield United lineup first. Of course, the home team. Cooper starts off in net. They have a back four, although it seemed like when I was going through the putting on the starting lineup, it seemed like everyone was listed as a defender. So I mean, they're probably going to play quite defensively today, especially with a fairly attacking minded Hull City squad with Gilchrist, Ahmed Ozik. Probably butchered that one. I'm probably going to butcher that for the entirety of the game. So we'll just name him as number 15. Robinson and also McCallum completes the defensive line. Ahead of them, it's Peck and Burrows. And then ahead of them in a attacking three is Brooks, O'Hare and Ben Brereton Diaz. And leading line is Tom Cannon. Tom Cannon just loves facing Hull City, doesn't he? Of course, we had the opportunity to sign him in the summer. Went on loan to Stoke. We had the opportunity to sign him this January. He's gone now to Sheffield United. So he must just love the colour red and white, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's anything against Hull City. But hopefully he doesn't come and become a pain in the rear end for Hull City today. So let's go through the Hull City. I mean, well, I've just glossed over the fact that they've signed Ben Brereton Diaz and he's playing... it said number 99 on my thing, but it says number 20 on here. So I'm going to wait and see until he comes out. I presume it's number 20 because I highly doubt it's number 99, but I'm not going to change it at this point, am I? Let's be frank. So Hull City lineup. Well, the defensive line only has the one change, being Ivor Panda coming in to replace Carl Rushworth, as he's been recalled by Brighton as one of their backup keepers went down injured this past week. So Panda starts the game in net after not playing a game for a couple of weeks now for City. A back four of Sean McLaughlin at left back once again. Right back is Cody Drammer, and centre back partnership of Alfie Jones and Finley Burns. Ahead of that, it's one change to the midfield trio that everyone loves. So it's Regan Slater, Stephen Alzate, and Matt Crooks comes in to replace Gustavo Puerta. Which I believe that Gustavo Puerta is on the bench. I think what Ruben Sayers has done in this game is he's done, Puerta's on the bench. He's done a very, very good lineup based on the fact that we've had a 3-game week. We played Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. That's 3 games in 6 days. So that's quite an undertaking. Or 6 games in 6-7 days. 3 games in 6 or 7 days. I can't do the maths right now. But ahead of that, it's Joe Geldhart out on the left, which I love. Abu Kamara out on the right, and Kyle Joseph up top, which means João Pedro is on the bench. I'll complete the bench for the Tigers. There's a few interesting notes. Timothy Lotutala seems to be the backup keeper underneath Panda. Presume that that will be a mainstay. I said in my reaction video when Rushworth got recalled that there's no point going out splurging for a new keeper, is there? Keep Lotutala in as the backup, or Harvey Cartwright, one of the two. It's a backup job, and it's only if necessary, touch wood, this doesn't happen, that Panda goes down injured. But of course, Panda is a fantastic keeper. Andy Smith is on the bench along with Matty Jacob. I talked at the start of the stream, Elliot Matazo is the new Hull City player as of an hour ago, and he's straight into the bench, along with Gustavo Puerta, as I've just mentioned, Amrabat, Harry Vaughan, João Pedro, and Mason Burstow. So I mean, the additions this January, being very attacking based, and you see that in the lineup and on the bench, which I'm very, very positive about. Of course, a big note for Sheffield United, they are without Gustavo Harmer, him being picking up a suspension due to the amount of yellow cards, I believe. Picked up a yellow card last time out for Sheffield United, although they theoretically have replaced Gustavo Harmer with Ben Brereton Diaz and Tom Cannon, which I'm sure both of them add up to, if not better, the quality of Gustavo Harmer. Hello all, how are we doing? I'm glad that you are doing good, Thean. I'm glad you're doing good. You all, you're saying 1-1. 1-1, I will accept that any day of the week. Saying 2-0 Sheffield United. Oh dear. I'm feeling goals for both teams. Just think most of them will go in the favour of United. Possibly. Yeah, it's a good defensive lineup for us, to be fair. you just got to hope that the players ahead of them can help the defensive effort as well. Especially the likes of a Matt Crooks. I'm excited to see a Matt Crooks getting his full debut and starting. See what he can produce. Kind of wanted Maka to be at centre back and Jacob to start. I can see that. I can see that fully. I think Matty Jacob's been fantastic this season, but it's been a bit of a revelation that Maka can play left back, isn't it? And he's played it to somewhat of a good standard. So I'm not completely deterred against it. And of course, you do have the ability to have Matty Jacob to come in as a substitute later on in the game, maybe for some defensive soundness when you can move to a back five or something along them lines. And of course, we've seen it before where Finley Burns gets subbed off and then you have Jacob go to left back and McLaughlin fill in at centre back. Hi, Hull City fan, Tigers emoji. How we doing, my friend? Hope we're having a good Friday. Up the Tigers indeed. I think 1-1. 1-1 is going to be a very, very good score for me, Thean. I would take that all the way to the bank. So I hope we're having good. I will just check on the old TikTok once again. If you're checking, if you're just checking in. We've been trying to get a TikTok live up and running, but that doesn't seem to be happening as the live button's now disappeared for me off TikTok. So we're just going to stick it out here on YouTube. This is the place you want to be. I might actually just post a little photo on the old TikTok. I say I've been getting into the posting the Hull City TikToks recently, and yeah, I've not minded it, to be fair. It's been all right. So take a photo. Don't worry, it's not a video. So the band TikTok in the US, I know about that. That's maybe why I can't get the live stream working, or it just might be me showing my age. Live over on YouTube, Sheffield United versus Hull City. Fantastic stuff. Add to that some story. And that is up as we get ready and we count down towards kickoff. Oh jeez, it's gonna be a fun one today. What do you think the Bradford City score will be tomorrow? We play Walsall, we're top of the league, and we're in 8th. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one. That depends if you're away from home or if you're at the Valley Parade. It's going to depend on what my score prediction is for that one. The band TikTok in the US, and brought it back 6 hours later. Oh, lovely stuff. Well, the players are coming out onto the field as it's Hull City in the all-amber affair, I believe, the third shirt, and it is Sheffield United, of course, in the red and white. There won't be in anything else. They've got the flames out because it's the mighty Hull City in town. A good following of the Tigers today, as it's the last of Ajun's Christmassy New Year present to the Tigers fans with free Tigers travel. And of course, there will always be a turnout for a Yorkshire derby in that away end. A little bit sparse engagement in the Sheffield United stands. But it is a game on Sky, and it's the Sheffield United fans at the end of the day. You're at home. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw then, Thean. So, for this one, I'm going for a 2-2 draw again. Hopefully, Hull City can pick something up today after the bit of a disappointing result coming off the back of the QPR game on Tuesday. Have had a bit of time to rest, but so have Sheffield United. And there's 2 new additions into their lineup. I mean, there is some additions into our lineup as Joseph and Matt Crooks get their full debuts, and for Joseph, a debut at that. Hasn't played, wasn't part of the squad on Tuesday night. And of course, on the bench, there is Matazo, the new signing on the bench, hoping to get a run out in this game. But also, it's a bit of a star-studded bench for City, as Pedro Vaughan, Puerta, Smith, Jacob, Matazo, Amrabat and Burstow, along with Lo Tutala being the backup keeper. I'm speeding home to watch the game on my TV so I can keep locked in on this live as well. Let's go. Well, hopefully you keep safe on your drive home. Don't speed too much. But Burrows is the league's top scoring defender for Sheffield United. 5 goals and 1 assist, so maybe a little player to watch out for. I did go and say Hammer was my player to watch out for yesterday. I'm going to now change it on to Burrows. Of course, at that time I didn't know that Hammer was out for this game through a suspension. It didn't say on my tracker. They're just going through some stats. I didn't realise that possession under Sayers has dropped. I would have guessed it, but without having a true look into the stats. But goals have increased, and we do know that. Come on, City indeed, Tab. Come on, up the Tigers. Kyle Joseph leading the line for City. And I'm not 100% sure on who is kicking off, as Sheffield United just going for a little team talk as they are ready with their kittens on the front of the kit. That's a bit of a funny sponsor. They've got a kitten on the front of the Sheffield United kit. Oh dear. So Chris Wilder in the dugout for Sheffield United, and obviously Ruben Sayers, the man to watch in the Tigers dugout. He's been fantastic as Hull City coach since taking over a month or two ago. It will be Hull City to kick off with, I believe, Abu Kamara taking the ball in the centre circle, as Hull City are ready to kick underway after Sheffield United do their little attempt at a pre-match song. It doesn't quite match up to Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Because wise men say, love the stuff. East Yorkshire, loving it, lovely. I want you to win from a Bradford City fan. We will try our best. It is 22nd in the league versus 2nd in the league. Sorry, I was about to call Sheffield United's 20th. I mean, they might as well be on this game. All joking aside, though, it's going to be a tough one today, as Abu Kamara stands over the ball in centre circle. Referee is ready to blow his whistle. And we are underway at Bramall Lane. Kamara kicks back towards Jones. Jones out wide to McLaughlin at left back. Just tracking up this left-hand side. Dinks it over the top, looking for a Kyle Joseph, who's tracked his way out onto that side. And in his heading efforts led towards a Hull City throw-in on this far-hand touchline. Thrown in towards Kyle Joseph. Didn't kind of make it to him or Geldhart. But luckily, Sheffield United efforts to clear it went out, and we will get another effort at this throw-in, as it's thrown back towards Alfie Jones. Jones has options and instead plays it across to Burns instead of Panda. And now up towards Drama. You can probably suspect in this game that we will play the balls less towards Panda, and just as I say that, it does go back towards Panda. Of course, Rushworth known better to have the ball on his feet. A little bit of a mistake there from Burns, but Drama recovers. Rushworth known for his feet. Panda not so much. But I presume, from what I've seen, Panda is the better sort of goalkeeper with his hands, shot stopping and command of area towards Rushworth. And of course, Rushworth isn't a Tiger anymore, so I don't know why I'm talking about him. So, it's a throw in this time towards Sheffield United on that far touchline, just inside of the City half, but they'll go back towards their goalkeeper as Joe Geldhart uses his legs and presses out towards their keeper. A dink forwards from the Sheffield United defender up towards Tom Cannon, who leads the line for Sheffield United in his full debut for them. And Slater sends it back towards Panda just to slow down that attacking pressure from the Blades. Out wide towards Jones. Jones across to McLaughlin, who's up this left-hand side. Plays it to Matt Crooks. Matt Crooks just lets it roll for, what's his name? So many new signings. Joe Geldhart, I was about to call him Joseph, but that's the striker for City. And City win a throw-in, just a free kick, just inside of our half. Oh, it's going to be a fun one today with my speech, isn't it? Maka has the ball left back now, playing across towards Jones. Jones, of course, carrying the captain's armband, as Coyle is currently down with that injury picked up last Saturday, gashing his leg open in that 1-0 win at Millwall in the Den. Of course, a big 3 points that for City against a side that rarely concede but rarely score themselves. Today, it's a similar aspect, but these Sheffield United players, they know how to score, but they also know how to defend. As we saw when they came to the MKM Stadium earlier this season under Tim Volta, where we suffered a 2-0 defeat. A nice play from Alzate to Kamara there. Kamara trying to get past a few Blades players who were surrounding him. They do well to get the ball clear. A foul on a Sheffield United player leads to a play on from the referee. It's in towards Panda and he saves it. Fantastic effort from Panda to block the shot from Ben Brereton Diaz, as that's the first shot on target in the game. It all comes through this foul by Finlay Burns, which leads Sheffield United to get a counter-attack underway with the advantage played from the referee. And Ben Brereton Diaz on this left-hand side just gets away from drama a bit, shoots in towards his near-hand post, and unlike Rushworth against QPR, Panda knows how to save against his near post. But it will be a corner kick for Sheffield United, as pretty much everyone back for City curled in, headed, not quite clear in any aspect. It does eventually go behind, and Sheffield United will take their corner kick once again from the same hand side, as number 42 Peck, I believe, takes the Peck takes the corner kick for Sheffield United. Swung in right on the efforts of Ivo Panda, who's forced to make another save in the opening 5 minutes of this game, this time just to deflect it over the top of the crossbar. The corner nearly went in itself if it wasn't for Panda's alertiveness to punch it just over the crossbar. It maybe would have just hit the crossbar, but then from there, who knows where it would have gone. So nice work there from Panda, as it goes to the other side now, and it'll be Burrows to take this corner kick. Of course, plenty of attackers in the box for Sheffield United, but as I say, pretty much everyone back, if not everyone back for City. Corner curled in, meets the head of Drama, falls down towards Peck, who heads it just into the path of Joe Gelhardt. A counter-attack underway for City. We play with the advantage now as Joe Gelhardt's taken down. Kamara plays it in, just trying to find Matt Crooks, and it's into the back of the net! Matt Crooks with his first goal for City, and 5 minutes in here, Hull City take the lead at Bramall Lane. It's 1-0 Hull City through Matt Crooks on his full debut. City take the efforts from the play on from the referee this time. Sheffield United did it a few minutes ago, but City do it themselves. Joe Gelhardt taken down. It plays through, and Crooks eventually gets it into the back of the net with a fantastic effort from outside of the box. Oh, love it. Lovely stuff. Oh, 1-0 City. Who would have this going? It's almost like we've seen this before against a side that's towards the top of the table. Are we getting flashbacks of the Leeds game from not that long ago? Was this month, that's after all. Fantastic from Abu Kamara to get the ball forward. So playing it towards Kyle Joseph. And the block from Sheffield United from Kyle Joseph wasn't good enough. Matt Crooks just running onto it and curls it round the defender and also Cooper, the keeper for Sheffield United. And it's a goal in 5 minutes for City. Fantastic. Has shades of this being a game where there's going to be plenty of goals. As I can't remember who said it at the start of the stream. But the first one coming in the first 5 minutes. And it's going to be real end-to-end stuff from here on out, I presume. As Kyle Joseph trying to battle to get the ball back from Sheffield United in midfield. It's nice to see that Kyle Joseph is getting back, though. He's not this type of striker, a bit similar to maybe like the likes of João Pedro, where the pace doesn't reflect the player. But Kyle Joseph, he's got the pace. Just as the security team are diffusing the flares in the Hull City away end as they're going mental in the away end. Ruben Sayers just giving a few orders to City. But it's nice to see Kyle Joseph getting back and involved in some of the defensive action, which not only will it help City defensively, but it will help them press forward as well. Because I say, he's got the pace. Long throw into the box by Sheffield United. Meets the head of one of their players who's gone down. It's kicked away by Joe Geldhart all the way to Cooper. Referee is allowing play to go on. I believe their player has got back up onto his feet as the ball hoops forwards. It's McLaughlin in a foot race with Brooks. Brooks just goes down far too easily and McLaughlin picks it up. No call from the referee there. Nice play from Crooks to Kyle Joseph. That seems to be a nice partnership today as it comes in towards Regan Slater. Of course, Regan Slater, a Sheffield United fan himself, coming through the Sheffield United ranks. And of course, we bought him for 50 grand for them a few seasons ago after a very impressive loan spell. The ball works its way out towards Drama on this near-hand touchline in towards Crooks. Crooks getting involved again. I mean, he scored one and he looks like he just wants to get involved in the play for City. This was one of the big things that came through the Middlesbrough fans when we signed him, that he will be here, there, everywhere, getting in all the action, and his footwork is quite nice. So, fantastic stuff there with Matt Crooks in these opening 8-9 minutes. Sheffield United just have the ball in their defence. I mean, the pressure isn't getting let down by Kyle Joseph for City, who is really showing his burst of pace. And the effort forward comes off a deflection and earns City a throw-in on the far-hand touchline. So fantastic stuff from City so far in this game. I say, it's really fantastic that we're 9 minutes in, 1-0 up. I mean, the goal came in the 5th minute. Fantastic stuff from City as Steven Alzate just picks up the ball here. Plays it back towards Alfie Jones. Jones towards Alzate as they just look for another avenue forwards. Long ball by Alzate looking for Kyle Joseph on the run behind the defensive line. Regan Slater's effort to try and pick the ball up on a loose one go a bit wild, but it's okay because the referee blew for a free kick in the efforts of Sheffield United a little bit further up the field. I mean, Sheffield United's record against teams in the bottom half this season has just popped up. And they've only suffered 2 losses against the teams in the bottom half of the table. 13 wins and 11 draws, it said. So 2 losses against teams in the bottom half. And could be Hull making it 3. Of course, they did win at our place. Why not return the favour and win at theirs? As Cooper just has it, the keeper for Sheffield United, trying to look for a avenue forwards. Of course, this pressure, this high line pressure from the attacking players in this game. In these opening 10 minutes, I'm lost for words. Where's this been for ages? It seems to be like a fresh breath, and it seems like it's all coming through Kyle Joseph so far in this game. Ball worked into the box, headed away by Drama. Sheffield United just working themselves an attack up quickly. It's one thing got to watch in this game. Sheffield United, once they get the ball, they do know how to work the ball up the field quite quickly. And just hopefully the defensive line and the efforts to say up further up the field can help prevent that better for City. But this, I say, it's going to be a game where there's going to be plenty of goals, so City might as well bag a few early on to save my heart rate later on in the game. As we are only 10 minutes in. And 1-0 Hull City. I can't get over saying it. 1-0 Hull City. I say it's shadows of the Leeds United game, which that one we went in half-time winning 1-0. So hopefully we can hold out, if not grab more here, as Steven Alzate picks it up in the midfield. Lays off to Kyle Joseph. Joseph trying to lay it off towards Regan Slater. And it just it didn't have enough on to make it to Regan Slater. But he didn't let down the run, and Slater traced it all the way back towards Cooper, whose effort long went back towards McLaughlin, the defensive line for City. As Jones, Burns and Drama exchange passes, and Drama sending it up this right-hand side, looking for Matt Crooks running onto it. Unfortunately, it just found the chest of Robinson for Sheffield United, and they will just calm it down and maybe look for an avenue forwards through their defensive line. As they currently just have 2 centre-backs back, and their wing-backs seem quite high up the field. Pretty much uncontested through McLaughlin and Drama, but the positions of Kamara and Joe Geldhart seem quite nice to thwart any sort of passing avenues working themselves wide. As I say that, their goalkeeper Cooper works one nicely to the number 3 of Sheffield United, who just plays a 1-2 with a few players and then sends it out wide towards the right for what I believe is their right back. So just talking about their full backs, they're both getting a bit of the action. A little bit of passing play in the midfield for Sheffield United, as everyone's worked their way back nicely for City to hold a strong shape. I mean, if you look at this compared to when we faced them at the MKM Stadium earlier in the season and the Tim Volta, you're just looking at the shape of City right now, holding their shape. Miles difference compared to Tim Volta. Miles difference. There's order, there's unity, compactness, but there's also that free-flowing aspect moving forwards, where under Volta it's a little bit manic, a little bit chaotic, which I'm loving life under Sayer so far. So fantastic stuff already, and he's quite early into his City career. Of course, this being a big telltale game. I mean, if we pick the 3 points up here, somebody at the start of the stream went, I can't see us picking up 3 points. Well, we're on avenue to do it so far. I mean, we are 30 minutes in, so I do not want to get ahead of myself. But here we are. Kyle Joseph just picking the ball nicely and working away from 2 Sheffield United players. It's quite nice. And he plays it off to Matt Crooks. Crooks just shielding the ball quite nicely and using his feet in towards Kamara. Kamara back towards Drama. Drama in towards Alzate. Working up in towards the final third of the field. Heading in towards Sheffield United's box from Kamara. As Kamara just looks for a pass. Crooks offside, so he plays it back towards Drama. Drama tries to place it towards Kamara. Kamara was maybe looking at the positioning of the man marking him rather than the efforts of Drama. Drama does well to head it towards Crooks, towards Alzate. Zate, with his back towards the goal, plays it towards Jones. Jones in towards Alzate, and he'll complete the passing trio towards Finley Burns. Burns over to Jones. Jones up the side towards McLaughlin, but that pass is snuffed out by Sheffield United as they work their way into the City box. A little bit of an energetic player here on the ball for Sheffield United. It's scooped in, meets the head of O'Hare, and goes over the crossbar. Panda untroubled with that one. I just want to know, who's that player that just picked up the ball? Is it Brooks? I believe it's Brooks for Sheffield United. He's got a little bit of an erratic side to him. Possibly a player to watch out for. Certainly if we hold on to this lead later on into the game, I could see a back 5 coming in for City with a Matty Jacob maybe coming on to shore up that left-hand side of defence, as he may become a little bit of a problem moving forwards into this game. The goal kick from Panda sails over Geldharts and also 2 other Sheffield United players, and goes out for a Blades throw-in 15 minutes in here. We get a win here. It's massive. It will be massive. Already goal dang. Maybe I was a bit too negative in my prediction, but still quite a bit to go. Certainly. Anything can happen in the Championship, positive and negative, as the ball sails back towards Panda. Let's keep it up. It's possible. It's the Championship after all. Let's keep it up indeed. Mexico rolls. Fantastic stuff. A goal from the tree is all that's separating 2 sides here. As I say, it's still end-to-end stuff here. It doesn't look like it's going to light up. As Jones gets the ball from the throw from Maka towards Burns. Burns upfield towards Slater. Slater just with a man breathing down his neck in Burrows plays it back towards Panda. Slater does seem up for it in this one, which I do like. Facing his team that he supports. As the ball goes up towards Kamara, Crooks unable to do anything to get onto the header from Kamara, and so Sheffield United have the ball and will work up an attack as the ball from Ben Brereton Diaz scoops forward towards Cannon, but Cannon was offside. And City will be grabbing the free kick here. As it's a bit of a tight call, but good one from the linesman to catch Cannon offside. Of course, Cannon turning down City twice this season. Signing for Stoke. And now Sheffield United, is he? He must just love the colour red and white. Which is a bit weird for a man who's Leicester City in origin. Of course, them being blue and white. So, Panda just walks the ball forwards a little bit before playing it towards Burns. Burns will then cross it over towards Jones. Jones a bit stretched out. Has McLaughlin to his left, but I presume he'll play it in towards Alzate, and he does. And then across to Burns again. Burns into Drama, who's got a bit of space. Bit of a dodgy touch. Invites the pressure from Sheffield United. and they do so pick the ball up off that bit of a misguided effort from Hull City, as Peck plays it over towards the right-hand side for Sheffield United. And Peck just tracking back, looking for the ball. Geldhart trying to pick the ball up, but good defensive efforts there from Sheffield United, but not good enough for the tree, as Abu Kamara picks up the ball now. Abu Kamara takes a shot, takes a deflection, and it's out towards Kyle Joseph. Kyle Joseph just Sheffielding the ball out of play. Good that City picking up on the mistakes from Sheffield United. Geldhart doing well. And then Matt Crooks just comes barreling in to pick this ball up from City. Kamara looked for the shot, took a deflection. And then Kyle Joseph just watching it go out of play as City win their first corner of the game here. As it will be, I'm not 100% sure he'll be taking the corner here. Of course, with Puerta not on. Just wait for the camera to pan out. And it's Drama, from what I can see. No, it's Alzate. I just saw the gloves. It is Alzate to take the corner with a bit of a breeze. So he's having a bit of struggle placing the balls down. But Alzate, with a smile on his face, ready to take the corner for City. The ball gets blown off the corner again. And of course, this big storm that's barreling through the UK. Possible contentions for this game to be called off, but it's not. Travel's been a bit of a nightmare for the travelling fans, but the ball's whipped in from Alzate, slips on the corner effort. Sheffield United fans are giving it large in that corner, but it's okay because Alzate's worked the ball back for him, and a throw-in is what will be given. I believe it's gone Sheffield United. Oh, it's a free kick. He must have been offside or something of them efforts, as Sheffield United get themselves a cheap free kick there to get them going from the defensive line. Another ball scooped forwards. This time meets the head of Maka and goes down towards the feet of Alzate. Back towards Maka. Maka infield looking for either Crooks or Regan Slater. Didn't find any of them. Instead found the Sheffield United man in the middle of them. And they're going to keep the passing play active, as Hull City will actively imply the pressure. And they'll have to get their attacks moving quickly, which they are doing at the moment. O'Hare has it on the edge of the box for Sheffield United. 5 City players around him, so he has to think about playing it back towards Peck. Burrows. Burrows has the ball. He now plays it across towards Peck. And it's across towards number 15, whose name I can't pronounce, for Sheffield United. Crooks now on the ball. Brooks, for Sheffield United. He's faced down by Crooks. Ball swung into the area towards the back post for McCallum. McCallum just chasing back as Drama gets his position quite nicely. And Burrows plays it back towards him. As McCallum looks to swing one in, Kamara blocks it. And it will end up going back towards Robinson. Robinson across towards Peck for Sheffield United. The attacking play still in City's half here, as number 15, whose name I can't pronounce, plays it over towards Burrows. Burrows looking for a bit of play forwards. He does so out wide towards McCallum. McCallum gets across in this time, and a diving header once again from O'Hare sails over the crossbar. It's another effort that's been swung into the box that's met the head of O'Hare. This time he's been diving, and it's gone over the crossbar once again. Another effort meeting the head of O'Hare there, and not troubling Panda in the slightest. You all. But some fantastic defensive actions there from City, as Sheffield United were trying to work that attack quickly. There was active passing play, moving very quickly, very energetic, and City thwarted it. And in the end, all they could do was a cross in and the header going over the crossbar. As Panda's goal kick goes long, meets out of a Sheffield United player, but then goes back on towards Jones's head. Jones then tries and clears his misguided effort clear, meets McLaughlin, Alzate, Crooks, and chasing onto the ball is Kyle Joseph, who dives into it, dives into the second effort, and City do pick up possession once again. Crooks with a bit of a dodgy pass towards McLaughlin, and it goes out for Sheffield United to take a throw-in. They play it back towards their defensive line, though, for number 15. Peck now picks it up for Sheffield United as he just trips Crooks on the pass through, but it's nothing too malicious there, just a little bit of a trip up from Crooks. Cooper now fires it forwards down towards McCallum, but it'll meet Drama's head, who plays it over towards Jones. Jones out back over towards Drama. Drama trying to chase beyond O'Hare, plays it towards Slater. Slater to Drama. Drama in towards Alzate. Possibly wasn't the pass to do, but City do keep possession after Alzate going down. But the ball is now in United's favour. Sorry, pardon me. A little bit of a hiccup there from me, not the City players. Peck picks up the ball and plays it over towards Robinson to that number 15 whose name I can't pronounce. And Peck once again. Number 15, number 19, all the way to number 3 in McCallum for Sheffield United. As they're just looking for an avenue, but City once again keeping their shape nice and tight. And not letting Sheffield United have any easy chances at this game. Every ball they've had forwards has been quite an adventurous one. As Ben Brereton Diaz has the ball now. Kyle Joseph done fantastic there to stop the efforts from Ben Brereton Diaz. A foul blown either for obstruction or handball as Kyle Joseph was on the ground trying to stop the ball there. It may have been handball, as I can't see that one being obstruction, as he got up quite quickly. But Sheffield United do have a free kick inside of the City half, about halfway into the City half, which they will take gladly in this effort. It's not shooting range, but it's certainly range that you do want to be precautious of a goal-scoring opportunity for them. As Burrows stands over it for Sheffield United. Pretty much everyone back once again for City. As they have the ball swung in. Meets the head of Crooks towering up there. Goes back onto Geldhart. And Geldhart plays it to McLaughlin, who swings it clear all the way back towards Cooper for United. The City players got out quickly there again though. It's stuff that we failed to see this season. But it's coming into effect now, and the City players quickly out to stop the efforts of Sheffield United getting another counter-attack or another attack working quickly. McCallum in field, the tackle on him bounds away towards the Sheffield United player, but City works themselves well to pick up the ball up again. Kamara plays it towards Kyle Joseph. Joseph skips past his man. He has Robinson in chase of him. He just cuts back on it, just outside of the area. Plays it towards Alzate. Alzate out wide towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin in towards Joe Geldhart. Geldhart looking for his effort on his own. Meets a block. Alzate heads in, but on the way through the header, he pushes the Sheffield United player, and the referee will blow for a foul. 25 minutes in here, and it's still 1-0 to the Tigers. Fandabi Dozy. True wonder stuff. There, Kyle Joseph just using his pace, gliding forwards, and if Robinson wasn't so quick to react on chasing him down, you would have maybe looked at Kyle Joseph to be in a very, very good opportunity there. Hull City just tweeted out over on X that the Hull City fans given a nice warm reception to Matazos, just taking his first warm-up down the line to keep warm on what I presume is a cold, breezy night in Stoke. So that's nice. Of course, being announced an hour or two before the game here at Bramall Lane. As Panda and Jones just play a 1-2 to get the goal kick underway as it goes towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin up the line towards Geldhart. Geldhart just holding his man off nicely. Breaks away from him. And the ball just gets under him a little bit. Luckily, he plays it towards Alzate so he doesn't lose possession. And then he gets it towards McLaughlin. Trying to get out of a bit of danger here. Plays it towards Kyle Joseph. Joseph in field towards Geldhart. Geldhart has a few options. Plays it towards Drama. Drama in space on this right-hand side. Kyle Joseph calling for it at the back post. He's instead going to play it towards Abu Kamara. Or as the commentators like to be calling him at the moment, Camera. Kamara does well to pick up the loose effort from Slater. Slater now racing onto the efforts from the poor cross in from City. Drama now chasing it again, but a misguided pass from Sheffield United wins City a throw-in on this near-hand touchline. Stats from this game, 3 shots for both teams. That one from Ben Brereton Diaz earlier on in the game mustn't have gone down as an on-target because only 1 shot on target, and that being City's effort that resulted in the goal. But Sheffield United have 7 touches in the opposition box where City have none and won't get any at the moment as Matt Crooks is caught offside and given another Sheffield United free kick in their defensive line here to regather themselves and recoup as they play it towards Cooper. Apologies for the bad pun there. And Robinson picks up from him as he plays towards number 15, whose name I cannot pronounce. Plays it back towards Robinson. Robinson towards Cooper as Kamara presses down on them. Out wide towards McCallum. Slater chasing out towards him. Looks for an infield ball. Only meets the likes of Finley Burns, though, who will play it back towards Panda. Panda in a little bit of pressure as Ben Brereton Diaz chasing us down. Plays it smoothly towards Jones. Jones plays it up the line towards Joe Geldhart. Geldhart going down, but does take a touch on the ball. But Sheffield United will pick it up after he went down, just after losing his balance. O'Hare out on the right has McLaughlin and Alzate fighting at him. So his cross in the box just meets Alfie Jones. It goes out as he comes together with a Sheffield United player as the referee blows for a corner off that one. Looked like it could have been a goal kick for City. It was one of them ones where it's a 50-50 after City players and the City fans behind the goal all appealed for the goal kick, but it wasn't destined to be. As Sheffield United will line themselves up once again for a corner kick here, where I believe it will be Burrows to take. Swings it in. It meets the fists of Panda as it just bounces. Looked like it may have just dropped in. Hits the crossbar. Panda just appealing to the referee. We'll watch the replay. Robinson was right on him, so he couldn't do too much about him. He does come up nicely to get his fists on it, and it just bounces over onto the top of the net. Some fantastic goalkeeping once again from Panda, as the corner now comes in from the opposite side. He has Tom Cannon on him, as well as Robinson this time. Both of them being quite tall in their efforts. Swung in from Peck. Meets Kamara on the near post and goes behind, so Peck will have another chance to swing that one in for Sheffield United. It's a possibility they could go short here as McCallum is just coming towards Peck here. I highly doubt it as they do look to swing in, and they do. Swings in, it glides over, could have took a deflection into the net, but meets, I believe, McLaughlin at the back post, and a counter-attack underway for City. Joe Geldhart in towards Crooks. Crooks off balance, has to play it forwards, and it doesn't end up with Geldhart all the way back towards Cooper. Unfortunate not to get something going from that counter-attack. Crooks off balance really cost us there, as City try and fight to keep possession and keep an attacking play going, but it doesn't quite work that way. Sheffield United swing out towards the right-hand side and will glide forwards with ease. In the box towards Tom Cannon, and now towards Ben Brereton Diaz, and Drama does well to kick it out of play for a Sheffield United corner. Ben Brereton Diaz charging over to the corner to maybe try and take a quick corner. Probably won't happen because I highly doubt that Ben Brereton Diaz himself would want to take a corner, but who knows? But some nice defensive effort there from Drama. Not one block, but 2 blocks himself to thwart Sheffield United, grabbing an equaliser in the 30th minute. Just look at that corner. It was McLaughlin who blocked it away. It was the glancing header from Tom Cannon which caused possible problems, but not enough, as Peck will take this corner in for Sheffield United. Met once again Kamara at the front post, and this time it's gone out for a throw-in. Kamara done well there twice in 2 corners from Peck, as he's blocked it at the front post. So some fantastic action there from Kamara in his defensive qualities. Must say, all in all, good first half so far from City. Long thrown in by Sheffield United. Oh, that's Brooks trying to take a volley. He misses it, and all he can do to try and recover himself is play it backwards. Sheffield United swing it into the box. It's someone bounding up for them. I don't know if that's number 15, whose name I can't pronounce. I believe it is, and he just don't get any of it. It looked like he was going for more of the handball rather than I think it did get a handball rather than the header. It sailed behind, so it's probably a goal kick for City, which is what I believe the referee blew. But we will see once the camera pans out and stops. Oh, no, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. Referee saw the handball. Nice referee. Nice referee. Nice work. I'll do a subtle applause. I'll do a two-finger applause. There we go. As Panda will charge the ball forwards here. Up towards Geldart. Geldart doesn't get the heads on it, but Regan Slater does well to pick up the loose effort. Sails back towards Drama, though, on City trying to keep the possession there. Drama in towards Alzate. Zate just turns, looks for space, plays it to Jones. Jones towards Burns. Burns goes long, up towards Kyle Joseph, who's in a charge for this one. He keeps it in, with Robinson just charging onto him. And it's going to be a throw-in there for Sheffield United. A little bit of a malicious one from Robinson for Sheffield United, who took down Kyle Joseph. Sellers is appealing in his technical area, as it looked a little bit malicious. Maybe Kyle Joseph did go down a little bit too easily. But Ben Brereton Diaz on the breakaway here. Oh dear. Alfie Jones in swinging. Oh, and it could be a penalty. Referee says no as Ben Brereton Diaz goes down as Alfie Jones just cuts him off there. It looked more like Ben Brereton Diaz just fell down rather than Alfie Jones tackling him. But that's something to watch out for. Ben Brereton Diaz just found that space again and ran away. Good defensive action though from Alfie Jones as he just cuts in front of Ben Brereton Diaz. And stops him. Nice officiating once again from the referee there. As Panda will get us underway in the 34th minute here at Bramall Lane. 1-0 to the Tigers, it says on your screen. And your eyes don't be deceiving you as Kyle Joseph just tries and picks up the ball on the right-hand side. But unlucky, he can't curl onto it before it goes out of play. So City, if they hold out for the next 10 or so minutes, we could be facing a similar aspects of that Leeds game, the 3-3 draw that took place earlier this month, where we led 1-0 at half-time against a team who was first or second in the table, and then went on to have a dramatic closing 8 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't happen in quite that aspect. I maybe would like a Hull City win every now and again, but we will wait and see. We will wait and see as Sheffield United pick themselves up a throw-in with their kitten on the tops. One of them like waving kittens on the tops, which I just find is a bit bizarre. A little bit of a bonkers sponsor, if you ask me. Not quite Corendon Airlines, is it? As Finley Burns tries to place one forwards, but it's met by the feet of Ben Brereton Diaz. Brereton Diaz towards Cannon, who's on this left wing. Cannon in towards Peck for Sheffield United, or Burrows, sorry, for Sheffield United. He's trying to cross it in. It comes off the back of a City player. Panda trying to save it, but it instead goes out for a corner. As Sheffield United will take what I believe will be the 6th or 7th corner of this first half. Once again on this near side for Peck. Peck's taken majority of them. I believe he may have taken about 7 or so himself, in all fairness. 8 corners, so he's probably taken about 5 or 6 Peck has, with Burrows taking the other few over on the other side. Swung in this time, doesn't meet Kamara. Sails across, trying to find McCallum at the back post. He's diving onto it. It just swings all the way through. And it's going to be a throw-in for Sheffield United on that far-hand touchline. It's going to be a long throw-in once again. It just seems that's all they do once they get a throw-in in sort of the final third. Thrown in by Sheffield United. Looping in towards the box. Alfie Jones tries and gets on it. Finley Burns does an effort to clear it, but not too far. As Alzate is just running onto it to try and chase it back towards Cooper. And that does successfully work. Cooper now playing it long up the right-hand side. Tries and finds Robinson, but instead Robinson is offside. So City will get themselves a chance. A little bit of recuperation with a free kick on the far-hand touchline about halfway through the City half. You're getting more back. Don't sing that one yet. We know how that went for the Leeds fans, don't we? We know how that went. We need to... at least be 3-0 up. 3 goals to the better of before I bust that one out. So I'll stop myself before I cause a catastrophe here at Bramall Lane for the Tigers. Of course, we are leading 1-0. I say I can't get enough of saying it. As Sheffield United, a win today would send them to the top of the table. Of course, they would currently be top of the table if it wasn't for their 2-point deduction at the start of the season. But Hull City are making them work for it with picking up a throw-in on the far-hand touchline, just about the halfway line. McLaughlin will take, just telling the players to slow down a little bit, as he's just going to take his time to take the throw-in. He's going to send it back towards Jones. I presume that the mission for City here is to lead coming into the half-time, and by slowing down the play, they will increase their chances of doing so as Drama plays it back towards Finley Burns. Burns back towards Panda. Panda up towards Kyle Joseph. It meets Kamara instead, who cuts it towards Slater. Charging forwards is Geltart on the left-hand side. McLaughlin on the left-hand side looking for the ball. Alzate plays it in towards Geltart, who's in field. Oh, he does a nice little turn to get away from Burrows of Sheffield United. McLaughlin now tries and plays it back towards Geltart, but defensively sound by Sheffield United, as Geltart just does a little bit of a flying leg on Peck. Peck's a bit frustrated with that one and refuses to shake the hand of Geltart. Oh, this is absolutely awful by Peck. What does he think he's playing at? Geltart apologises for the tackle that he did, where it's just one of them ones where they came together. He goes to try and shake his hand after he comes up off the floor, and then Peck just shoves him away with a fierce look on his face. He can get lost. Peck does not come for Geltart, as the referee just has a word with both of them, but it was mostly directed at Geltart. I don't see why. Geltart was completely in the right there. They just replay the tackle here. He just comes in for the ball. I mean, Peck stands on Geldart's foot, and the following foot from Geltart just takes him down. It's a bit of a dramatic one from Peck. I mean, he can get on with it. And I'm starting to like Peck that little bit less. I mean, I don't really like him. He's a Sheffield United player, let's be frank. But he's gone down on the ranks even further than I ever thought someone could do. As O'Hare has the ball working in towards the box of City. Drama and Alzate do well to get the ball away. Kamara just chasing onto the effort cleared. Meets Robinson, Burrows, and now number 15, whose name I can't pronounce. And Cooper gets it again. Burrows to Cooper. Cooper to... I don't have a clue. This is Gilchrist. Gilchrist not really been involved too much in this game so far for Sheffield United. Been a bit outshadowed maybe on that right hand side by Brooks. I don't know why I did it Brooks like that, but it's Brooks. As they're just panning on the Sheffield United reserves. Don't know why. I want to watch the game, please. Sky, lovely stuff. So for some reason, Panda's got himself a goal kick, which is going to take long. As now they're panning on Sheffield United players getting warm. I mean, this is absolutely favouritism if I've ever seen it. Surely they should be focusing a little bit more on Hull City, as we're the away side. With more Hull City fans probably watching this game than Sheffield United's, they'll be in the stadium. But I'll put my squabbles with Sky Sports behind me, shall I? As Peck picks up the ball in the midfield towards Burrows. Out wide towards McCallum, who just lets it run for Ben Brereton Diaz. McCallum runs ahead of him. Ben Brereton Diaz will play it toward infield towards O'Hare. O'Hare out wide towards McCallum. McCallum, O'Hare. McCallum tries and megs Kamara. Doesn't work. And Drama plays it off O'Hare, which it will go for another City goal kick. Nearly 42 minutes played here at Bramall Lane. And it is 1-0 to Hull City. Fantastic stuff in this first half once again. Hopefully we can keep it up in the second half. I mean, the first half against QPR was good for City, but it kind of went off the rails in the second half. Hopefully that's not a telltale sign of what's going to happen here. Of course, we are leading 1-0 to the better of. We have the control, we have the command of the game, but only by 1 goal. As the goal kick by Panda meets a few different heads of City before Sheffield United pick up the possession. Goes back into possession of City, but now back into possession of Sheffield United as Jones just sees it out of play on the far hand touchline, which I presume will be a... it's a quick throw-in. I was going to say a long throw-in, but it's a quick one. As Sheffield United work it infield. It's with Robinson towards McCallum. McCallum over towards number 15, whose name I can't pronounce. Towards Peck. In now towards Robinson. Robinson up towards Ben Brereton Diaz. It's quite wide here. Brereton Diaz towards Robinson. Robinson over towards Peck. Peck towards 15, whose name I can't pronounce. Back towards Peck. Peck just commanding his players to ask him to do something, as Sheffield United aren't really moving here. And we will take it as we're moving into the 43rd minute, and we will take, coming into half-time, 1-0 due to Sheffield United not looking for it in these closing stages of the first half. As number 15 just picks the ball up there, plays out towards Brooks for Sheffield United. As Kyle Joseph tries and bounce back in to try and get the possession once again in City's favour. Got to say, the defensive action by City in this first half, especially recently in these sort of past 20 or so minutes, it's been absolutely fantastic. I say, when we came into the game, I was like, this is an attack-minded squad. Hopefully they can get back and help in the defensive action. This has been maybe as defensive sound as I've seen a City squad all season against a Sheffield United team who were not taking any liberties and trying to go forwards. But City are doing well to stop everything. Doing fantastic here. As 1 minute remains of this first half, plus however many additional. We'll wait by the fourth official in the next 30 or so seconds. As Panda will take time with his goal kick. Fires it long up towards Geldhart. Kyle Joseph coming in. Joseph just tripped up by a down man for Sheffield United. Just rolling around on the floor now. I mean, if you want a time waste, we'll take it. As Sheffield United do a few bobbly headers. Alzate trying to do a behind-the-head header away towards Geldhart. Geldhart just, as he's getting taken down, just shoots it. Misguided completely. It wasn't really a shot. It was more of a swinging effort. So Sheffield United didn't pick up the ball off him going down. And it'll be 1 minute additional to play in this first half, where you most be looking, unless a miracle happens in Sheffield United's favour, for a City 1-0 lead at this half-time interval. Gone up wide, it's gone out of play, and City will take the time, and I presume that'll be it for this first half. 30 seconds remain. City to take the throw-in. McLaughlin shepherding everyone forwards. Shepherding, not Sheffielding. Shepherding everyone forwards. As... we'll just take the time here to come in 1-0 better off at half-time. It's back with Sheffield United's defensive lineup. It's with Cooper. About 5 seconds or so remain. Cooper, he's taking his time. We'll take it. He probably won't leave his feet before the referee blows his whistle. And it doesn't. Cooper picks the ball up, doesn't play the pass. And that's 1-0 City at half-time. Through a goal from the tree, Matt Crooks leads 1-0. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant first half. And I'll say about the troubles with TikTok. Why don't we record a little TikTok here? I can't think why TikTok's been such a pain. I haven't got a clue. So, yes. But a good first half. Very, very good. I've got to say, probably strongest I've seen City this season, defensively, and attackingly going forwards in them opening stages was brilliant. It's just fantastic. I can't really fault them, can I? I probably won't do a TikTok because it's still being a pain in the rear end. I'll have to have a look at that a bit later on, as it's saying that I'm underage or something, or that can't be posting for teens or something. But yes. Well, I got to watch 12 minutes of it on TV. Now I'm off to practice. Let's go, Hull. Keep it up. Enjoy your practice, Mexico Rolls. And hopefully we can hold out for the win here at Bramall Lane. Fantastically done by City. So, as is tradition, half-time stats rundown. As I've just clicked on stats and it's popped up with a table. That's weird. That's really, really strange. There we go. Win probability. This is your live win probability, which is certainly nothing to go by because they pluck these numbers out of thin air. I assure you that these numbers are nothing to go by. But Hull City do have a 45% live win probability, 31% of a draw, and 25% in the favour of Sheffield United. So, according to live win probability, as I say, these numbers are plucked out of thin air. 45% in favour of Hull City, which I will happily take. Shots wise, 5 for Sheffield United, 4 for Hull City. No shots on target for Sheffield United. They haven't troubled Panda pretty much at all. And 1 shot on target for City. Possession 59% in the favour of Sheffield United. But you'll expect that under Ruben Sayers, won't you? 246 passes for Sheffield United, 188 for City. Pass accuracy, 86% for Sheffield United, 78% for City. Fouls, 2 for Sheffield United, 4 for Hull City. No yellow cards, no red cards, 2 offsides apiece. And corners-wise, a whopping 8 for Sheffield United and the 1 corner for City. As we currently find ourselves in 18th place in the Championship table. Of course, that being teams below us have to play this weekend. And Portsmouth, the team in 19th, currently below us, just on negative 1 goal difference between us. And they currently have 2 games in hand, of course, because they had a few postponed earlier on in the season that they've not made up yet. And of course, Millwall just ahead of us, 3 points separating us. 2 points separating us, and they've got the 2 games in hand as well. So, win today, it means everything. It means everything in this fight to get away from the relegation zone. Fight to get away from the relegation battle that possibly is going to be heading our way later on in the season unless we do something now. But now's the time, and now we are doing something about it. 1-0 at Sheffield United. Away from home, it just seems to be away from home we can produce. At home, maybe not. But that's a story from a different day. At the moment, we're going to be talking about how we're leading 1-0 at half-time. Shall we have a look and see what people are saying on Twitter? I presume it's going to be positives, but it's Hull City Twitter. You never know, do you? You never know. You never know with everyone, do you? So it's just loading up for me. Just loading up. Come on. Come on, Twitter. X, whatever it's called nowadays. There we are. Loaded. Locked and loaded. So what are we saying? Hull City have just posted. I'll repost it. I'll do my part, Hull City, don't worry. I mean, people are just saying, what a finish for Matt Crooks. Brilliant. I've just seen Monaco's post saying, thank you, Elliot. Of course, he's on the bench for City. Hi, I've been watching the game, not your live stream, sorry. That's okay, my friend. You're happy to hop in and hop out. We're so good. We are so good. Impressive first half, I have to say, from City. Defensively and attackingly. You all. There you go, my friend. Yeah, stick around as much as you want. You don't have to apologise at all. As the replay of Crooks' goal has just gone in there, as Curtis Davis, I presume, is talking positively about it. It's a fantastic goal from Crooks. And fantastic for City. Another half of that, please, someone's put. I love that. I'll take that. I'll take another half of that. Hull are ahead at Bramall Lane. What a finish by Matt Crooks. Matt Crooks fires in a brilliant strike to give Hull the lead against Sheffield United. Brilliant. Ugh. Brilliant stuff. People reacting to Crooks. We're chalk and cheese, home and away, aren't we? Organised and structured the first half. They've barely created any chances whatsoever. Just hold on, City. Hold on indeed. That's coming from Ant. You may see him over on... Say I'm over on the TikTok. He's over on the TikTok. Crooks is very good. Crooks is very good. Been fantastic. He's probably going to be a mainstay in the starting lineup, let's be frank. Geldhart has been good at holding the ball and skills. Positive from Geldhart as well. I struggle to say that there's been any negative on the field, because you say Kamara's reaction time is terrible. I don't think it's completely terrible. It's not Kamara's worst game. It's not his best game. We've seen that against Leeds. But he's done brilliantly defensively, I thought, Kamara, in this game. He's worked well going forwards. I struggle to fault anyone in the City lineup. So it's been fantastic from City. It always seems it is. Regardless of the goal, Crooks has been the best player that half. Certainly. It's one... For City, especially against QPR, I went, okay, Geldhart got the goal, give him the man of the match. There wasn't really a standout performance. But Crooks, the tree, whatever you want to call him, fantastic stuff. It's just brilliant. Despite the goal. The goal was good, but he's been playing brilliantly this first half. I know I hate Kamara, play like Amrabat. Amrabat probably will come on later on in the game to hold it down like we saw against Millwall. But I think Kamara will keep it on. People just complaining about Neil Warnock. Apparently he's been terribly confused. Superb strike from Sky Sports. They're saying that. This is the best shape out of possession I've seen for a long time. What have I been saying? You can't tell you can tell he's been drilling them on that since he's been here. Hard to break down. You couldn't describe it better myself. And that's going to be one that I'll probably go through my post-match breakdown here on the channel. It's fantastic. We don't sing More by the Tigers yet, my friend. Red Dragon. We don't sing it yet. We know the fates if we sing it early. We'd like to give ourselves a 3-goal cushion, or else we could be facing a devastating spell. Yeah, we've only seen that a little bit of Amrabat, but he hustles. He certainly does. But due to his age, I maybe use him as a player to hold it down later on in the game. But yeah, I mean, at half time, I usually look at the bench and I go, right, where's the changes going to come from? Where do Hull City go to improve on? But you can't really fault anyone in that lineup. Yeah, maybe talking about Kamara and Amrabat getting swapped or something along them lines, but I wouldn't do that straight away. I would be interested to see Matazo. Puerta maybe try and get a sniff in as well as Vaughan. I mean, Matazo maybe could play out on the right wing if you really ask him to bring Kamara off, but I don't really want to bring Kamara off yet. So yeah, fine as it is. I'm looking to make changes later on in the half when we evaluate the situation and we go from there. Someone's put, there's already a Mac Crooks statue in the and they've took a photo of the MKM Stadium with a tree, as someone put, where do you want your statue, Matt Crooks? Oh, fantastic stuff, fantastic. I rarely see Hull City Twitter being so positive, but it is. Oh, a few people just told me about the transfer goings on of the past 24 hours. Matt Crooks, you thing of beauty. Certainly you thing of beauty, Matt Crooks. Fantastic first half. Not only the goal, but his efforts overall in that first half. Absolutely Brilliant. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. I don't know why TikTok's trying to say they want to turn my account private. Or something along them lines. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, agreed about Amrabat. He's a sub for sure. Definitely. Just hold on, for God's sakes. Hold on. Oh, please, please, please. Seems so much more movement up top, having Geldhart and Joseph. It's opening up, lads. Opening up loads more options. I say this as well. Joe Geldhart being out on the left. I'm going to have so much to talk about in my post-match breakdown. I might ramble for an hour on how brilliant this squad's been. I mean, if that holds on for the second half, albeit. Definitely didn't expect to be up at half time. I'd like to see Amrabat and Big Gus on for Kamara and Slater, as I think it'll really pull them apart at the back. Maybe not Amrabat straight away. Gustavo Puerta can maybe see come on for Slater. But we don't need it at the moment. We don't need it. Don't talk about substitutions at the moment. We're playing Kyle Joseph running his socks off. Yeah, Kyle Joseph is doing well as well. Fantastic debut. Making a great impression for City. Great half. Joseph x Geldhart are going to cause some problems and absolute nuisance. I mean, Joseph, Geldhart and Crooks. I've liked the trio of them. Geldhart being sort of a separate entity, and Joseph and Crooks have had that partnership, which has been fantastic. You can't fault them. Can't fault them. Cannot fault them in the slightest. And it's just people talking about how drilled we are. It's brilliant. Dare I click on Sheffield United Twitter? Bye. Hope we can hold on. Fingers crossed. See you later, Red Dragon. Hopefully we can keep it on too. Everything's crossed. All of it. My toes, my tongue, my brain, all crossed. Sheffield United. Let's go on latest. Can anyone enlighten me to why Thingy isn't in the squad tonight? It's a huge game changer. And we've looked awful right down tonight. Oh, people saying they look awful. What'd they do? Oh, fantastic stuff. Oh, they're all moaning about losing. Oh, it's brilliant stuff. A nice little bit of a cheery up one. So if you want a little bit of a cheer up, just head over to Sheffield United Twitter. You'll get a fire. You'll get a good old laugh. I also like Geldhart. In the 3 games we've seen him, he's played like he's got a chip on his shoulder and has a point to prove. It's because he does. He's out of favour at Leeds United. He's playing for a contract out on this loan time because he's getting game time. He's pretty much guaranteed loan time in the City squad. And to play socks off in every game, he's gonna get a good contract under his belt. Either play at Leeds next season or somewhere else. Fantastic. It's fantastic, Geldhart. Someone I'd love to see come back out in the next season. But that's a story for later, as we are underway once again at Bramall Lane. That half-time went underway quickly, as Sheffield United, of course, kick us underway for the second time this game, charging forwards through Brooks, out wide towards Gilchrist. I don't believe there was any changes at half-time. I'll just double-check for either side, but I don't believe there was. So all things happy-chappy and lovely. I think I've worked out, for those who've been here since the start, I think I've worked out the TikTok drama. The wait for my age confirmation as the ball swinging through a long throw-in, and a bit of a problem there for City. They struggle to get it clear, as Sheffield United are trying to work themselves to get an early equaliser, which did happen in the Leeds game. Equaliser came in the 46th minute, I believe. So hopefully it's not parallels. Hopefully, because I want to see a win today. But yeah, for those who've been here since the start, my age confirmation is going to take 48 hours apparently or something. So maybe for the next live stream we'll be dueling up on the old TikTok. I say go and check me over on there. I'm a bit active doing more Hull City content on there. I'm quite enjoying it. So of course, if you do want to see more Hull City content, which of course you would, why would you not? Go and check me out over there. I put a little bit of like clips and stuff from videos. I'm sure there'll be stuff from the live stream today. Of course, the Matt Crooks goal will certainly be getting its way onto TikTok, into a YouTube short, into everything, because at the moment that's the difference maker. Sheffield United aren't going down without a fight. It's still 45 minutes left to play, and they're taking their second long throw-in of this half. With everyone back for City, thrown in, nearly meets the head of Alzate on O'Hare. A few pushes and shoves. Crooks tries and clears it. A handball appeal by the City players doesn't go from the referee, and it's cleared by Drama. All the way back to Cooper, who's the only player at the moment in the Sheffield United half. A few of their defenders are tracking back now and will join in as they pick up the ball, but only play it back towards Cooper as Kamara once again tries and invites he does apply the pressure. Cody Drama trying to chase it down on the right hand side, using a little bit of pace that maybe we didn't know he had. But Sheffield United Hail Mary forwards trying to meet Ben Brereton Diaz. He does so, and he's onside this time. Cody Drama does well to get it away from his feet, only too far towards McCallum. So Sheffield United still in possession and trying to work an attack here into Peck in the midfield. Peck towards the number 15, whose name I cannot pronounce still. It's been 15 minutes since he was last on the field and I still can't pronounce his name. McCallum to swing in a low cross for Sheffield United. He picks it up on the scooping away effort from Burns, and then it's turned behind by City. Alfie Jones does well to block it, to force it going behind for a corner. McCallum trying to take a shot with O'Hare blocking it, and Alfie Jones was fantastic there to stop that one going into the back of the net. It's gone behind for a Sheffield United corner. Of course, in this second half, the City players are attacking towards the City fans, so hopefully they can get up that end and give the fans something to cheer about in front of Carol Joseph or Joe Geldhart, Matt Crooks, someone like that. Get them up there, maybe even score a goal, as Sheffield United with Peck were just offside. Peck, who his face looks very punchable, I must admit. And he's got a bit of an unfortunate haircut as well. But it's Panda to take the goal kick here, as the referee just reassures him that it was out on the wide. As Burns will take it for Panda here, as he chops it over towards Macca. A bit of a dangerous ball there from Burns. I must say, I've not been overly convinced by Burns' passing play from the back in this game, but City are trying to work it away. It is back in possession with Sheffield United. They play it down the line towards O'Hare. A diving header from Drama stops that, but it does end up with O'Hare's feet once again, but he can't control it, and it goes out of play for a City throw-in on the far-hand touchline, which Drama will take his time to play. 50 minutes in at Bramall Lane, still 1-0 City. Sheffield United certainly not going down without a fight, but they're struggling to produce anything worthy of note in this game. The 15 who can't pronounce plays it back towards Cooper. Once again, Abu Kamara is chasing on it. City players are trying to block Sheffield United working out from the back. It doesn't quite work that way, as Ben Brereton Diaz has it once again from a Hail Mary forwards. And he's going to take the throw in himself this time, as Drama sends it out towards McCallum. McCallum back towards Brereton Diaz, back towards McCallum, infield towards Peck, who has that punchable face. Out wide towards Gilchrist in towards Peck. Peck swinging one in for the head of O'Hare. This time, it's not quite clean diving over the crossbar, and it forces Panda to make a fantastic save. The third good save from Panda in this game, where he's had to cover his crossbar. as that one was just going to drop into the back of the net from O'Hare. O'Hare with his headers. 2 gone over the crossbar. This one was destined to go in if it wasn't for the fantastic Croatian shot stopper in Ivor Panda. Of course, back being the number 1 as Rushworth is recalled by Brighton. And I must say, I'm happy by it. Panda give him the run out. The cross sends all the way over and it goes out for a Sheffield United throw in right next to the corner flag as Robinson will take one of his long throws. I believe the 3rd or 4th long throw of this half. He just tries and dries the ball on his shirt. And he now fires it in. It meets the head of number 15, whose name I can't pronounce. Falls to Brereton Diaz. Brereton Diaz chased once again by Drama. I mean, at the end of the night, Drama's going to empty his pockets. It's going to be his key, wallet, phones, and Ben Brereton Diaz coming out of it. As a foul there. Joe Geltart, a little bit of peck coming in for a bit of it there, but he can go and do one. 0161 do one. As Joe Geltart comes in, tries to get the ball away from Robinson. He goes down far too easily. As Sheffield United pick up a very easy free kick there. And Peck trying to get involved once again. He can just absolutely get gone. Get gone, he can. Get gone indeed. As the referee just comes around to have a word with... or not have a word with anyone. He just runs around the defensive line. I don't know what the referee was doing there. But ball is going to be coming in here from Burrows. Burrows' ball sails all the way over everyone. And some appeals, loose appeals for the corner. Doesn't quite work. As, a double change is on the card for City. And it's going to be a debutant double change. Matty Jacob is going to be coming on, presumably for Finley Burns, as Mack will probably go in towards the centre-back position. But Elliot Matazo announced 2 minutes ago. I mean, I've just got the buzz on my watch saying from FootMob that he's just signed. And he's just going to be coming on the pitch. Fantastic. So we're going to see what Elliot Matazo has to offer in about 30 minutes plus worth of this game. As Panda sends a firing effort up towards Geltart. It does end up with Alzate. Zate to Slater. Slater to Burns. Burns to Drama. Drama's been fantastic this second half. Towards Kamara. Kamara back to Drama. Brereton Diaz breathing down him, but no problem for Drama as he sends it back towards Burns. Panda. Then Jones. Jones just looking forwards. Plays it. Looking for the gap. Does eventually get towards Geltart off a deflection off Gilchrist. Geltart just nicely using his skills, trying to run away, and that's a perfect foul won by Joe Geltart, winning Hull City the free kick. And it's time for the double change, and there's changes in the Sheffield United camp as well. It's going to be, Finley Burns off for Matty Jacob as I predicted, but I didn't think about who's coming off for Elliot Matazo. Will it be Regan Slater? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure on this one. It's Matt Crooks. Matt Crooks, the goal scorer. Let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause for Matt Crooks as he departs the field after a fantastic 54 minutes in this game. The goal scorer, the man who's got the difference maker in this game, and he comes off for the newest signing, Elliot Matazo. So one January transfer for another one, as the first Hull City signing in the January transfer window comes off for the newest one in the January transfer window, as he's congratulated by the Hull City bench. Double change coming for Sheffield United as Ben Brereton Diaz, he comes off after he's found his way out of Cody Drama's pocket. Apologies for knocking my mic there. No, a triple change. A triple change. I apologise for Sheffield United as I just wait for the clarification from this as who's fully coming off. McCallum is also coming off for Sheffield United. And I will alert you to who's coming on in a second. And one more change incoming for the Blades. As Vinny Souza has just come on there for McCallum. And it will also be Brooks coming off as they replace him with Campbell. So Campbell, Brewster, and Vinicius Souza. Sousa comes on. So triple change for Sheffield, double change for Hull City. As we will now get underway with that free kick from Joe Geltart, which was fantastically done. Yes, ball forward to Geltart. Just went out of a play before I could scoop it back in, as I was just looking at my second monitor, looking for the changes. I like Ruben being proactive, and not reactive. Yes, Ruben Sayers probably the changes from Ruben Sayers most definitely forced that third change from Sheffield United. I presume there was going to make one or two in the 60th minute mark. It's currently the 56th minute, so not too far off the mark as the ball finds forwards, and it's a goal for Sheffield United. It's easy. It's offside. It's offside. You can take that. You can take it and shove it up your end. You can shove it up your end. It's a offside goal from Sheffield United. That's their first shot on target, and it doesn't count because it's offside. It's another tight call, but a good one by the linesman. Two of the substitutes link up to try and grab the goal. Campbell, the one of the substitutes, points at his other substitute in that Vinicius, but then realises that he was offside, and fantastically done by the linesman. So 57 minutes in here, and City still leading 1-0. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Sheffield United thinking they could score with an offside goal. But I do like how Sayers is doing his substitutes in this game. I've maybe taken a bit too harsh on Sayers' substitutes in games prior. They have all worked for the most part, but bar maybe the QPR game, but that I can chalk down to other things. But this game, so far, they seem good. We'll see how the players do. But yeah, managerial masterclass incoming. We're 58 minutes in, and Elliot Mataso has his first touch on the ball as he glides down the left-hand side. Tries to pass it to Matty Jacob, and it didn't quite work. So a foul as well built in there. So Elliot Mataso's first touch for City doesn't quite work how you probably would want your first touch for a new club. Jesus, oh boy, shove it. Shove it indeed. Oh, jeez. As Sheffield United trying to work the ball upfield again, using that quick, energetic passing play. Elliot Mataso just taking everything, and he gave a foul away, but he was there, he was running, he was nibbling at everything, and that's what he said in his interview today. He's here right now on O'Hare. He's running back, helping the defensive action. He came on for Crook, so he's there as that box-to-box midfielder. That's what he is. Fantastic change for change there. Ball fired in, Jones heads it away, only far as McLaughlin. Shepherds it, deflects it out of play. I believe a corner. Another long throw from Robbins. Not quite Rory Delap, but thinks that he can have a go. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. So, throw in, sailed into the box. Meets the head of Jones, bobbles up, meets the head of Matty Jacob. Alzate, and then 15 for Sheffield United, and then bobbles off a few shirts before getting away. I'm still going to have to call him number 15 for Sheffield United. Cross field over towards one of the substitutes for Sheffield United. Tries and links up with that other one, that Campbell, who scored the offside goal. All three substitutes for Sheffield United getting involved in the action over on the left wing for them. But their cross into the box is blocked away by Sheffield United fan Regan Slater. I'll be interested to know his reactions come full time if City do pick up the 3 points. Full time is 30 minutes away, as another foul from City from Joe Geltart is given, as Sheffield United will get themselves underway quickly from this free kick after the ball gets back with them. Yeah, in 30 minutes time, if Hull City do grab the win, I will be interested to see Regan Slater's celebrations, or maybe lack thereof. Of course, against his team that he supports, his team that he used to play for. I presume that if he scores, his reaction will be very muted anyway. Of course, playing for them, but also being a fan for them. A little Cruyff turn there from Sheffield United as they work up to Gilchrist on this right-hand side. Plays it in towards the box to O'Hare. O'Hare looks a bit chaotic and plays it out towards Gilchrist. Gilchrist finds O'Hare again. O'Hare trying to look to shape one into the box. Can't because Joe Gelhardt and Steven Alzate have done a fine defensive job there. And it's out for a throw in. And João Pedro is going to be coming on. So a few minutes after a double change from Tigers, there's going to be another one as João Pedro comes on, presumably for Kyle Joseph. I presume, just because I like the defensive efforts of João Pedro better than maybe a Kyle Joseph. Ball out on the edge of the area as Burrows takes a shot. It deflects off Alzate. Sheffield United still trying to work the ball into the box. Scooping effort. Matty Jacob heads it clear. Joe Gelhardt on it. Few hands on him. And the referee's not given anything. Sheffield United still in a possession. O'Hare's back heel effort meets Kyle Joseph still on the field for the time being, and he just hoofs it clear towards Cooper. Cooper sends it to his defender, who sends it back towards him. He now sends one up early to meet the head of Alfie Jones to Alzate. Tries and looks for Kamara on the right wing. It's a little bit too narrow, a little bit too infield, but it's bobbled and it's ended in Kamara's feet. Oh, that could have ended in a different way for City, as their defender and their goalkeeper had a bit of a miscommunication where he was trying to head it back to the keeper. Kamara was still on him, so resilience there from Kamara once again. And he maybe could have got a loose effort, which he nearly did there, if the goalkeeper Cooper wasn't as attentive as he was there. But could have been another goal for City, as ball's picked up in midfield from Alzate. It's with Matazo. Matazo towards Alzate. Alzate just trying to dink one over towards Gelhardt. Gelhardt onside. In towards the box. He's going to scoop one, looking for Kyle Joseph. Doesn't quite get there. It's with Kamara still in the area. Just outside the area now with Drama. Drama in towards Matty Jacob. Oh, and it's Matty Jacob. The Hull City youngster grabs a goal. And it's 2-0 at Bramall Lane. Oh, it's fantastically done by City. A goal in the first half from the tree, and the young City boy grabs a goal in the second half. I believe his first championship goal for Matty Jacob. Of course, scored in the FA Cup last season, but this one being his first championship goal from what I believe. And it's a fantastic one to score. 2-0 at Bramall Lane, and that pretty much is Hull City's saving grace. Can invite all Sheffield want, but it's fantastic. Fantastically done by Gelhardt to stay on side. Hold the ball. Wait. Play over towards Kamara. Wait, eventually gets towards Kamara. Kamara then feeding it back towards Drama. Drama then scooping it towards Matty Jacob. He just gets a touch on it, and it fools Cooper. It nearly fooled me. And it's in the back of the net. It's Matty Jacob with a goal. My, oh my. No way, I don't believe you. Would you believe me if I did this? Would you believe me if I did this? Look at your screen. Look at your screen. Your eyes do not deceive you. It is 2-0 to Hull City. And with that, the change comes that I predicted. Kyle Joseph off for João Pedro. And a change for Sheffield United as they replace their right back, Gilchrist, with the winger in Raki... whatever he's called, Raksaki, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Probably butchered it. Very sorry. But Hull City winning 2-0, so come off it. Of course, Rakisaki, that's probably not how you say his name. Hull City were in the market for him in the summer, so a little bit of history there. Regan Slater will pick up a yellow card there. First yellow card of the game. Maybe coming as, that's probably the 50th billionth foul Hull City have produced as he tries and pulls down the man who's just come on, as I was just on about him. But fantastically done by Regan Slater. And it's nice to see that he's playing for the team that he's playing for rather than playing for his boyhood team. I said this when Hull City were at the MKM, when Sheffield United were at the MKM Stadium. I said, if Regan Slater scores, if Sheffield United score, will he celebrate with the away supporters? It doesn't look like that's going to be a problem today. He's up for it against his team, which I love to see. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm now racking through my mind. 2-0 up Hull City. 65 minutes in. The title for my reaction video. What is it going to be? I've got so many opportunities. Debut goal for Crooks. Hull City, Mall, Sheffield United, that might be it. It depends on these next 25 or so minutes here at Bramall Lane. Of course, I don't want to say anything too solid, too far. And of course, we do not want to sing that 2-0, the Mole by the Tigers chance. That goal couldn't have come at a better time. It certainly couldn't have done. And it's fantastic to come for Matty Jacob. His granddad used to play for the club. He's had a bit of an off and on season with under Volta and Giles and recently Macca. And he comes on, and one of his first contributions the way end's just going mental. Oh, it's fantastic stuff, this, isn't it? Oh, it's fantastic. I feel so much better for a tie here. JK, let's go for 25 to go, certainly. I mean, who predicted a 2-2 draw? But I'm going to keep quiet now. Touch wood, that don't happen. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. Oh, but yeah. I did predict Hull City to score 2. I mean, we could get a third, we could get a fourth, we could get 5. We could do what Burnley did to Plymouth, to Sheffield United here. Side second in the league. And we're currently, I believe, 17th, 18th. Of course, it's been the Friday night fixture. Games still to play tomorrow and Sunday. But management-wise from Sayers, fantastic so far. Playing-wise, fantastic. We just want this week in, week out. Which I believe the additions that we've brought will help that. Matazo being one of them. He's on the ball now, plays it to another addition in Joe Gelthardt. Gelthardt trying to skip past Peck, who's been on Gelthardt a bit this game. And Peck, he just ends out of play. Andy Smith calling for it as he warms up down the line. Doesn't quite get it. But Alzate will keep it in play for City as it's Regan Slater out towards Elliot Matazo. Matazo to Gelthardt. Gelthardt trying to scoop it past the defender. Matazo comes in to help City there. Matty Jacob to Regan Slater. Slater into the box. Slater shoots, but straight at Cooper. The Sheffield United keeper. I would have been very interested to see what Slater would have done there if he scored. Probably not a big celebration, but maybe a little reassurance to the fans. Sellers Tricky Tigers. Sellers Tricky Tigers. We don't bust that chance out yet, as Polska said, but it isn't over till it's over. 2-0. 2-0. Bramall Lane, away from home against second in the league. That means, once again, the Tigers are picking up results against sides at the top of the table. 3-3 draw against Leeds United. We picked up a 1-1 draw against Burnley early in the season. We play them soon. I mean, Xavier Simons, maybe a Hull City player for not too much longer, but he's one of the 9 players to score against Burnley this season, which is absolutely mental. Sheffield United just glide themselves forwards here. It's with Alzate. Alzate towards Elliot Matazo. Matazo charging forwards, tries and gets it towards Pedro. Pedro gets a little touch on it, but Sheffield United were well gathered around that one. We're in the 69th minute. We love that. As one fires forward towards Drama. Drama to O'Hare. Picks it up on his loose effort. Sheffield United just working it nicely up forwards. As it's out now with Peck on this right-hand side. Peck swings one in, meets the head of Matty Jacob. Fantastic block there from Matty Jacob. Him shuffling everyone out. He's true captain ability there from the young lad Matty Jacob, as he's pretty much commanding the other 9 men for City. Of course, not commanding Pandas. If Panda came charging out, I would be a bit concerned. But fantastic, fantastic stuff here for City. I'm now thinking, man of the match, who is it going to be? Crooks was taken off. Gelthardt's still on. He's been fantastic. I don't know. Kyle Joseph was good first half. Matty Jacob's been good since he's come on, and he's just produced there. He's played infield towards Joe Gelthardt. Another one maybe on here for City, as it's Abu Kamara up on that right-hand side. He's got someone breathing down his neck in Burrows. He charges away from him. Just get it in, Kamara. Just get it in towards Pedro. Oh, but it finds its way to a Sheffield United player. Out only towards Alzate. Alzate to Slater. Slater doesn't control it as nicely as you would have hoped for. And it's out of play for a City throw-in. Kamara was just pulled multiple times there. And by him stopping, forced the Sheffield United players to stop, which then resulted in him getting the ball into the box there, which was smart craftsmanship from Kamara, although he was just trying to appeal for the free kick that should have been given his way, as Sheffield United nearly took half of his shirt and half of his legs with them. Talking about free kicks, Alzate wins one here for City. Again, he's been fantastic. probably say at the moment, Crooks is man of the match just due to that first half display. But, I mean, it feels like hard done by on any City player to not give a man of the match in this game. I say 19 minutes left, but I can't fault anyone. Substitutes, starting 11, players being subbed off, players being subbed on. I can't fault anyone. As ball's whipped in, meets the head of McLaughlin, but just guides it over slowly towards Cooper as he takes it quickly out of his hands towards O'Hare. Drama on his head to send out of play as he gives his City players a chance to get back in the defensive line as Peck will throw it in towards O'Hare. O'Hare just flicks over towards Matty Jacob, but once again an O'Hare flick does not do anything because it's shocking. Ball in the box now for Sheffield United. They shoot from O'Hare. It's out wide. This O'Hare bloke, he's absolutely shocking, isn't he? Off target after off target after off target. Oh, brilliant stuff here. Oh, it could make a grown man cry, this, couldn't it? The City getting prepared to make the final two changes of the game. Gustavo Puerta and Mason Burstow, it seems. The final two changes coming for City. All 5 subs will be used then for City. And done in brilliant fashion. Oh, this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As Joe Geldhart just sees that one out of play there. Smile on his face. I'm sure he's happy, even though he's not on the score sheet. A fantastic performance once again from the loanee. Headed about a little bit. Elliot Masso just brings it down. Makes contact with his arm, but he's in a natural position, so that one's fine. Ends now with Matty Jacob. Jacob towards Pedro. Pedro just holds it on there towards Geldhart. Geldhart gets past one player. That's fantastic by Joe Geldhart. Running in field. Joe Geldhart to Kamara. Kamara to Slater. Slater wasn't fully on that one, but it's okay because he gets out towards Drama. Drama swinging one in. Comes off the back of O'Hare, and that'll be a throw-in for City over on the far-hand touchline. If it was Sheffield United, this throw-in, it would be a Robinson long throw, but it won't be. Double change now coming for City, I presume, as Slater comes off. Clap from me, as the table just shows that Hull City are in 18th. Slater coming off the field. Of course, the stadium that he once used to call home, from the stands and on the field. And Joe Geldhart coming off as well to be replaced by Puerta and Burstow. So Burstow most likely going out on the left wing and Puerta coming in to replace Slater's job in midfield. Again, fantastic recruitment by City. Fantastic management by City that we're now in the point now where Sayers is doing somewhat like-for-like changes. Sayers just got a smile out of Slater. Must have said something lovely there. And this is going to, if it holds out, this is going to be a game that goes down as a pivotal turning point for this City under Ruben Sayers. It's fantastic. Do you see any flares on TV? I've seen a few flares, my friend. I've seen a few flares. One when Crooks' goal went in. There was diffusing it. But why not? No flare, no party. Ball in the box, though. Puerta and Burstow linking up. The two substitutes have just come on the field. Sheffield United trying to get it away. Burstow making a tough effort for it. And he sends it behind for a goal kick. 15 minutes remaining at Bramall Lane. And Sheffield United are losing 2-0. Chris Wilder making barks and shouts from his bench, his technical area. As Hull City are fighting every inch and taking every mile in this one. Brilliant stuff. Block there from Jones to Drama. Drama's been fantastic this second half. He wins City the goal kick, which Sheffield United are forcing Hull City to take quickly. Oh, this is brilliant. 15 to go indeed. Clap for those coming off, clap for those coming off indeed. How much time left? 15 minutes. 15 minutes, my friend. Hopefully you can stay with us to see full time out. Hopefully you don't have to do practice too soon. But if you do, it's okay. Mexico rolls. Ball fired forwards from Panda. Bobbled about a bit. Sheffield United scooping it forwards. Jones and Panda have the right idea to shepherd it into Panda's hands. Oh. I said to City in the first half, I said, let's not do a repeat of Leeds because I don't think my heart could take it. And we're not. Burstow fires one out wide towards Kamara. Kamara on the right wing. Cuts it back towards Drama. Drama infield to Puerta. Puerta trying to scoop one to Kamara, but Kamara wasn't quite on it, and he may have been in an offside position if he did get a touch on it anyway. But yeah, my heart can take this in some aspects. Yes, the excitement of us winning 2-0. 14 minutes left, nearly 13 minutes left. These players are playing fantastically. The players that you support week in, week out are having a fantastic game all round. My heart can take that. They can't take the 97 minutes winners from City. So let's keep on here. 13 to go as Sheffield United are throwing everything and the fridge at this one. There's everything in the front door. What's the phrase? Everything in the kitchen sink. There we go. Oh, City taking the time with the free kick. Of course they're going to. Just need to work their time here. Close in on Ruben Sayers. In the first half, it would have been a close in on the Sheffield United manager. But no, it's a different tale once we're 2-0 up. Ball fired forward towards João Pedro. Sheffield United get the ball away from that though. Drama scoops it forwards towards Burstow. Burstow charging on it. Falls down behind Burstow. 15 picks it up away from the path of Pedro. And it's fired out of play. But Kamara's body slam on the Sheffield United player does result in a free kick for Sheffield United quite deep into their defensive half. Fantastic, City. Fantastic. And why are they showing the disallowed goal? They've still got the agenda, even though we're winning 2-0 against a side that, if they didn't have the point deductions, would be top of the league. We know how to do it against sides at the top of the league, don't we? Oh, in the box. Oh, and that's a very misguided shot from Rakisaki. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The number 11 for Sheffield United. He sends that one fine high above the crossbar. Whoosh. Oh, and I think FootMob are a bit late to the record, as they're just telling me Matt Crooks has just been subbed off. He was subbed off about 20 minutes ago. Since then, we've had a City goal. Oh, Lord. Pando with the ball now towards McLaughlin. Maka sending it up upfield, trying to find Burstow. It finds ahead of a Sheffield United player. Burstow onto it quickly. He Sheffields it, and he's pulled down, and that's going to be a City free kick. They're going to take the time with this one halfway into the Sheffield United half as the rain pours down at Bramall Lane. Even Burstow's having a good game coming off the bench. I mean, the fans are having a good game. Just panned over to the away end and they're giving it everything. They've given it everything all game. And why wouldn't you? We was 1-0 6 minutes in. 2-0 about 60 odd minutes in. Against a side that, on paper, should beat us by a good few goals. But it's the Sayers revolution. Swinging by Gustavo Puerta. Pedro trying to flick it over the keeper. Doesn't quite do it and instead ends in the hands of Cooper. Did Sheffield United have an offside goal? They did. It was I want to say maybe about 5 minutes before Hull City's second of the game. Now, if only we could do this against the teams around us on the table. Jeez, if we could. Only if we could. Hull City, 2 points above the relegation zone. Derby County now third from bottom on 27 points. Of course, we do have to wait for other teams to play tomorrow and Sunday. Matty Jacob came in for a bit of a reckless challenge there. He'll pick up the yellow card there as Sheffield United have a free kick. And he gives a few choice words to the referee. We'll just watch this one again. Gustavo Puerta pushed off the ball. And I probably wouldn't say that's a foul. Matty Jacob gets the ball it's his follow through foot that just clips the foot of the Sheffield United player, who goes down like a sack of potatoes. And I don't really see that one. It's a 50-50. Matty Jacobs won it all day, every day. And Sheffield United are going to get themselves underway here, as they only have 9 minutes left to fight back into this one. Puerta's megs by number 11, who are Raki Saki or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. But good fight back from Puerta to try and force it out. It's to Peck. He swings it over. Drama, defensive header once again. Matty Jacobs scoops it clear in towards the halfway line, where Sheffield United will pick it up and looks to get an attack going quickly again. 8.5 minutes to hold on here for City at Bramall Lane. Fantastic game so far for the Tigers. I'm sure the away fans travelled with a bit of a trouble affair due to the storm in the UK. But they're there and they'll be loving life in that away end, as you can see. Ball working forwards though now for Sheffield United. Infield, Sean McLaughlin does well to defensively take it away. Mason Burstow towards Puerta. Puerta just dispossessed, and then the ball dispossessed goes through the legs of the keeper. Can we call that a megs on the keeper? On the referee, sorry. When do Hull City play Burnley? I believe it's the 12th of February, and it's another effort over the crossbar. Sheffield United are shouting at the referee for it to be a corner, and I think the referee knows that it's a corner, but this one goes high above the crossbar once again, as number 23, who's frustratingly angry in this game. Oh, it's fantastic done by City. McLaughlin with a great block there from Campbell. Campbell with that offside goal there on the game. But Burrow's corner's whipped in. It's got a shot by Campbell at the back post again, and it takes a deflection. I thought of a City player, but it seems like it's going to be a goal kick. We'll take... Oh, offside, sorry. Offside. Offside, so Hull City will take that. 7 minutes remain at Bramall Lane, plus whatever additional. Some Sheffield United fans are leaving the stadium, and yeah, it was offside. Another call, good call by the linesman. Yeah, it's Feb 12th. I believed it was. I thought it was. A Tuesday night fixture at Turf Moor, I believe that being. Yeah, of course, next up we do have Stoke on the 1st of Feb, being next Saturday. I'll say next Saturday because it's Friday night. Oh. Picked up again by City. In towards Burstow. Burstow to Kamara. Kamara just he invited the players back for Sheffield United a little bit too much. Maybe look for his shot to get away a bit earlier there, but that's okay. City are 2-0 up and still have possession. As I maybe wouldn't have called that a Sheffield United throw-in, but the referee and linesman have. Kamara saying how. Literally the words how buzzed out of his mouth. Less than 5 minutes yet. 7 okay to go. 6 to go now. Mexico rolls 6 to go as it's sent down the line. But they can't get out of the defensive line. Sheffield United. Cooper. As the time ticks away, less and less stuff they can do. I'm sure if I check that live win probability, I say they pick the numbers out of thin air, but it'll be very, very Hull City favoured. Burstow's offside there, but he'll take his time with that one and allow a little break in play for the City players as they look to maybe wind things down. Oh! If you just take a look at this live win probability where they put the numbers out of thin air, 96.8% win probability for Hull City. 2.9% for a draw, and 0.3% for a Sheffield United win. So according to this, it all seems on track for City to pick up something here, and a win most likely of 96 point something percent likely, as Matty Jacobs does fantastic there to shepherd off his player there and send it down the line. And they show the table again where Sheffield United are in second. They haven't moved, they haven't scored, they haven't done anything in this game. This has been the Hull City show. So when will Sky Sports realise? As Elliot Matazo delivers his first foul as a City player and just gets shoved by Peck. Peck once again, he's going the right way for a punch in the face or something to that effort. Utter prick. But Burrow is going to take this. Oh no, he's not. Peck the man with the unfortunate haircut, will take the free kick for Sheffield United, who of course will have Cannon on leading the line. Tall striker, probably the man to aim for here for them. But referee just coming into the box, just giving a few warnings, but nothing too severe. As Peck the prick whips one in. Whips it in off the head of McLaughlin. City keeping their shape held nicely. Out towards Burrows. Burrows shoots. It was looking for the top corner. That's high and wide. And Pando will take his time taking the goal kick. For those who are wanting to know, 3.5 minutes plus additional time here at Bramall Lane. Chris Wilder with a scowl on his face. I presume so, because he said that on how bad Hull City were earlier on in the season. But his side here, they've only recorded one shot on target in this game with 59% possession. I'm going to trust the away fans. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. You're getting mauled by the Tigers! Goal! João Pedro! It's an own goal! I'm singing mauled by the Tigers. I say that only happens when we go 3-0 up, and we have done. It's 3-0 at Bramall Lane. What is happening? What is this Hull City squad? Oh, João Pedro with a chef's kiss. Mwah! 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 Get in! Oh, Chris Wilder can only sip his Lucozade Sport in disappointment. It's 3-0. 3-0. Get in. Get in the back of the net. That is game, set, match. If they think they're coming back from this, think again, Sheffield United. Think again. 3-0, 2 minutes remain. Beautiful. Beautiful. My ear's gone funny. Pedro, you beauty. It comes off Burrows. It'll go down as a Burrows own goal. Kamara tried to get the effort at the end of it, but it was already in the back of the net. Peck having some words to the referee there. And half the Sheffield fans have already, 2/3 of the Sheffield fans have already left, as they know it's over. 1 minute plus additional remain. And it's 3-0. Check the score probability. I will, but Elliot Matato has the ball. It could be a fourth for City. He does well to keep it out of play there. And it's going to be a Sheffield United throw-in. Win probability is updating. I'm being told the win probability is updating. What a game, my friend Berra. What a game. Can we start singing and getting more by the Tigers now? We can. I was singing it as the goal went in. I'm the 12th man here. I must be. I sang it as the goal went in. Oh. As we've got 30 seconds left plus additional, Sheffield United trying to work an attack here. In the box. Can't do anything. Outside the D. Blocked by McLaughlin once again. And it's offside. And that gives us a chance. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. Mauled by the Tigers. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. Mauled by the Tigers. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. Mauled by the Tigers. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. Get in. 5 minutes remain at Bramall Lane. That's what's been given additional time. And everyone in that away end, even the mum with a handbag in the bottom corner, is bouncing. Is bouncing. It must be opposite day for me, as I said 3-0 Sheffield United pre-game. I mean, it's not over until the fat lady sings. A fourth could be on the card here. And it could be a Yorkshire derby. Upset. Upset. Oh. Beautiful. Practice starting. Good stuff, lads. Thanks for the live feed. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, my friend. Mexico rolls. Enjoy practice. And I'm sure that I'll see you in the comments section of my videos as always. Appreciate the love and support. Up the Tigers. Oh, hello California Tigers. Hey Luca, how we doing? I'm doing good, mate. Have you seen how good I'm doing? I'm doing fantastic. I saw you put 1-1 in the prediction yesterday. Well, it's not quite 1-1. I mean, I went 2-2, so even my optimism factors weren't enough. As Gustavo Puerta has the ball forwards, he's going to take it into the corner. He's just going to shepherd Robinson off as he tries and manhandles him and just bumps off Pedro. Robinson's absolutely fuming. You would be if you was the captain of this Sheffield United squad that are losing 3-0 to Hull City on your own pitch. I can't believe 3-0 Hull either. Just joined me okay video. Lovely stuff. I'll go and check that out later. Of course, I've done my reaction and I've calmed down a little bit. I might need to pop into a sauna or have a little zen moment. But I don't think I want to come down off this high. Alzate, defensive effort there, strong. Played up towards Puerta. Puerta to Pedro. Back towards Puerta. And it's going to be a City free kick. Pedro brought down. And City will just let that clock run ever so more. Always, brother. Enjoy your practice, my friend. Out of the relegation zone. Oh. Out of the relegation zone. Of course, only until tomorrow. We are 2 points out. But a lot of things have to go against us tomorrow. So I am almost certain in saying that Hull City will finish outside the relegation zone at the end of this game week. Of course, 3-0 scoreline does help our goal difference. It was -10 once at half time, so it's probably -9 now. Sunderland fan, what an amazing result for Hull City and the promotion race. Well done, my friend. You're welcome, John Cobb. You're welcome, my friend. Oh, Hull City just letting that clock run down. But it's fantastic, this. Not only is it good for us, it's good for the promotion race, which, I mean, who says that we can't be... Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was going to say, who says we can't be a part of it? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're in a relegation battle here. But 3-0 Sheffield against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't. As a Hull fan, I'm very shocked. As a Hull fan as well, I'm beyond shocked. I said 2-2 in my prediction. I went, oh, we've got a very attacking side coming out today. Hopefully a 2-2. I said at the beginning, it's going to be a game where there's going to be lots of goals, maybe for both sides. Is it going to be end-to-end stuff? I was right, but the goals haven't come for both sides. It's been 3 for Hull City. And absolutely zilch for Sheffield United, as they've looked absolutely horrid. But you can put that down to Sheffield United players all you want. I'm putting it down to the tenacious energy, effort, the resilience from this Hull City squad. From Ruben Sayers, from the substitutes, every player that's played, the entire backroom staff, everyone down to the kit man. This wins for them. As we have 45 seconds remain, hoofed clear by McLaughlin all the way to Cooper. And that live win probability, it's still updating. It's still updating. They can't even fathom it. They can't even fathom it. Oh, it's brilliant, this. 20 seconds remain. Peck on it. Sheffield United just passing it now. Trying to remain with a bit of dignity, but that went out the window once you let Crooks score in the 5th minute. Oh, here we go. This is going to be the last attack of the game as we're over the additional time. Sheffield United in. Panda holds it. It's a clean sheet. It's 3-0. It's Hull City. Relegation my arse. Hull City win 3-0 at Bramall Lane. Ruben Sayers masterclass. Hull City masterclass. Up the bloody Tigers. Get in. 3-0. And we're going to even be even better with Lincoln Enrique. Couldn't have put it better myself, Kobe. Fan-bloody-tastic. What a win. What a win. I can't fault anyone in that City squad. I can't fault Ruben Sayers. I can't do anything other than, wow. City won 3-0 at Bramall Lane versus Sheffield United. Full strength. Yeah, no Gustavo Hammer. Take that all you want. But anything you say cannot discredit the effort from these City players. And I'm just going to sit here admiring Ruben Sayers going around congratulating everyone. Hugs to Alsace, to Matazoj. Literally, first game signed today. Huge win. I predicted 2-1 Sheffield, but I was good. I was wrong. Certainly. Geldhart looks strong. Certainly. Come on, you all. You all. Robinson, with a few choice words to the Hull City backroom staff. He can pipe down because he's just lost 3-0 to the Tigers. Because he got mowed by the Tigers. Mowed by the Tigers. He got the mowed by the Tigers. Oh. Sheffield players holding out here. There might have been like a little bit of a scuffle going on between some of the Sheffield United players and the backroom staff from Hull City. As of course, they're going to go to the away fans, clap them, cheer them, support them. Oh, Lord. Smiles all around. Smiles all around. Panda cheering with them. He grabs his third clean sheet of the season. Hull City's fourth. And there's not a sad face there. There's a banana in the way end cheering. Claps from everyone. Matty Jacob, he's there. He's having it. He's loving it. The Hull lad himself. Oh, what a win. We actually won a game against Sheffield United. Yes, we did. With a bigger goal, with a bigger difference than our FA Cup game. Huge win that. Love to see Bramall Lane empty. I mean, it has been for half the game, hasn't it? Let's be serious. What a game that was. Up the freaking Tigers. You're called Steve. I'm not called Steve. I'm called Sam. What a game. Ruben Sayers, ole ole. Ruben Sayers. Ruben Sayers. Ruben Sayers, ole ole. Ruben Sayers, ole ole. Ruben Sayers, ole ole. Ruben Sayers. Ruben Sayers. Ruben Sayers, ole ole. Get in. Brilliant. That was very unpredicted, wasn't it, Red Dragon? Hope you enjoyed it, my friend. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Hope everyone's had a good Friday. It's Feel Good Friday for Hull City fans. As Bramall Lane is already empty, apart from the Hull City fans at the away end. As this week of championship games, well, it kicks off with Hull City grabbing a 3-0 win. You're getting more by the Tigers indeed. That was so enjoyable to watch. It was, Lee. It was. You all love it. Love it. So, love Kyle's energy. The kid fought hard. He did. Fantastic from him. I say everyone. Fantastic from everyone. And from that, I'm going to go and record my my reaction video. So, thank you for watching. Stay tuned on the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the reaction video to come. Up the bloody Tigers!